Hi, so I wanted to show you here a quick look at the Havis 7 switch 3-inch switch panel. This is quite a nice one because it's one of the only ones that offers you 7 switches. Most of them are only 6 or 4 or whatever like that. And I'm going to actually be replacing the one that I have now that has a slide switch because I want to be able to turn everything on and off individually. To wire it up, it's a little interesting the way they've laid it out here. Basically, the fusing is done in this little fuse panel. A lot of the switch boxes, you see the fuse is right behind the switch, and it does not actually have a cover. It just sits in the console like this, and I guess there's not really a need for a cover because it's hidden in behind. Now, you can go online and find the wiring diagrams like I did, and for some reason they provided 3 or 4 spares that are not connected to anything, so those are taken out of the equation right away. The thickest red wire is the power feed for the fuse panel. The thinnest red wire is the backlighting for the backlighting of the labels, and the second thickest black wire, or red wire, is going to be the 40 amp circuit for the first switch. So the first switch is a 40 amp circuit with this big massive relay and this 40 amp circuit breaker in here. Again, these were primarily designed for the old style of halogen lighting that were on emergency vehicles. So you can imagine those big halogen rotating light bars that would draw a significant amount of power. Nowadays, of course, everything is LED, and such heavy-duty switching really isn't necessary anymore. A lot of the modern controllers are just keypad panels that go to a relay box in the trunk or in the console or something. But this is a very nice, simple, clean laid-out switch panel. Each switch has its indicator light, which tells you it's on. That's quite nice. And everything should be laid out according to this diagram if it hadn't been messed with. The rest of the wires here are your power feeds, with the exception of being the black wire, which is the ground for everything. You can see there's a common ground point over here. And these are your power out from each circuit. So imagine you're wiring up a light, you ground it to the body of the car or run a separate ground, and then this is your 12-volt feed when the switch is on. Other than that, it's very, very simple. These labels are the standard size that the Wayland and Federal Signal switches use. You can, get these online fairly cheap and replace them as you like. Other than that, you just have to wire it up according to the diagram.